Good morning, students. Sairam. We have already completed part 1 of the lesson Changing Life. In that, we have learnt about the social welfare programs that were undertaken by the government and also about the family institutions. Okay, how it was carried forward. So, now further today, we'll be learning the same lesson Changing Life part 2. So, what are we going to learn in this part? Now, today we shall learn about the provisions that were given to the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes. Now, according to the 1971 census, 22% of people in India, they belong to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. And for these people, laws were enacted so that they got educational scholarships and representations in parliament as well as state assemblies. So as we can see that there were various provisions according to the constitutions were mentioned. So in which the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe the laws was enacted in order to provide them educational opportunities, scholarships, and also they would participate in the political activities. So representation of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in parliament as well as in the state assemblies. Then also some seats were reserved for them in the government services. So government jobs opportunities were to be provided. The next provision that was done was for the public health. So there were various public health programs were undertaken, organizations wished, and the constitution states that the primary duty of the government is to raise the people's standard of living. So what was the main objective according to the constitution was to improve the standard of living of the people in India. How? By providing them with proper nutritious facilities and also to improve the public health. The Ministry of Health and Social Welfare at the center helps the state governments in this regard. So, the health ministry and the social welfare centers, they help the government by providing them with various medical facilities and in order to make the primary health services as well as the medical care available to rural people, even in the remote areas wherein the people are not able to afford to take the medical facilities. So the tribals and the poor was an objective of the sixth 5-year plan. So in the previous lesson we have learned about the 5 years plan. In the sixth 5-year plan, the main objective was to improve the health facilities, nutritious facilities of the people, and also to improve the standard of living of the people. So in that case, efforts were made towards helping people maintain good health. How? By having some recognized organization institutions like recognition to Unani, homeopathy, Ayurveda and naturopathy in addition to allopathy. So these were the various treatments, medicines based on homeopathy, allopathy, and some natural treatment was provided. Accordingly, the medical facilities could be improved. Now, progress in the medical field has made the life of Indians relatively free of health concerns. So, previously we could see that there was death rate had increased due to the poor medical facilities. But as India had progressed in this medical field, we find that the death rate had decreased and also people started getting cured of all the diseases very easily. In 1962, the first successful open heart surgery was performed under the leadership of Dr. N. Gopinath at Christian Medical College Hospital at Vellore in Tamil Nadu. So the first open heart surgery was successfully done in 1962 by Dr. N. Gopinath, where at the Christian Medical College, and this hospital is at Vellore in Tamil Nadu. Hence, it is no longer necessary to go abroad for such treatment. So, prior, as no medical facilities were available, people had to move out of their place, go abroad in search of these medical facilities. But because of the great progress that was done in the medical field, now it had become very easy to take all kind of treatments. Similarly, the inventions of the Jaipur foot has transformed the lives of the disabled in India. So the physically disabled people, wherein by missing any part of the body would be a great harm in order for their source of livelihood. But the Jaipur food technology has also was a boon for these people. And so before 1968, if a person lost a leg in an accident, he had to suffer for the rest of his life. So any part of the body missing, or you can say the if suppose the person loses his foot in the accident, then of course it would be very difficult for that person to move further or carry forward all his activities further. And so Dr. Pramod Sethi, he designed and manufactured artificial limbs, noses and ears with the help of the skilled craftsman Ramchandra Ramchandra Sharma. So in that we could see that a new invention was done in the field of medical, wherein artificial parts of the body could be manufactured and the person could live his daily life as real as before. So the artificial body parts manufactured with the help of the Jaipur food technology have made it easy for the differently able to walk barefoot on rough surfaces, run, go cycling, work in the fields, climb trees and even climb mountains, etc. So now also we can find that many physically disabled people, because of all these artificial organs which are available, they are able to carry out their daily courses very easily. We find them also successful in various fields, like for example sports, yes, and many other fields. These people have done equally good along with the other people. They save on the expenses on shoes, on there is no need for footwear on these artificial limbs. So as they also save their money for the shoes they would buy. So because of this artificial limbs that were available, you could find that it became easy for them to carry out. There was no need for footwear on these artificial limbs. They can bend their legs at the knees and sit cross-legged. Then these feet are also convenient while working in water or wet conditions. So taking into consideration all the aspects, these limbs were made. Then the next progress that was done was the kidney transplant. Since this surgery can now be performed in India, doctors have succeeded in saving patients' lives. So now kidney transplant has become has also become very easy now, wherein many patients have saved their life because of this. So such surgeries were not so common in India till 1971. But in 1971, it was successfully performed at the Christian Medical College Hospital at Vellore in Tamil Nadu. So, the open heart surgery as well as the kidney transplant was easily successfully done at the Christian Medical College Hospital at Vellore in Tamil Nadu. Dr. Johnny and Dr. Mohan Rao transplanted the kidney donated by a living person into the patient's body. Nowadays, patients from underdeveloped countries came to India for such surgeries. So, we can see that because of these medical facilities, many people they come to India for these kind of surgeries to get done. Next was the test tube baby. Right from early times, having a baby is considered to be an utmost importance in the Indian family. Of course, means at least one child should be there in the family. So, the support of the test tube baby technology has been available to childless couples since 1978. So, this technology of test tube baby has proved to be a boon to the childless couple. It was under the supervision of Drs. Subhash Mukhopadhyay that the experiment of the test tube baby was successfully carried out at Kolkata. This was the first successful attempt at artificial conception. A girl named Durga was born. So, with the help of this first test tube baby which was done, a girl named Durga was born, and this technology helped to solve the problem of childless couples who wanted children. And the last but not the least, the immunization. Now, before 1978, every year 6 Indian infants out of every 10 who are born faced fatal health problems in the very first year of their birth. So, as due to lack of medical facilities available, even the newborn babies had to face many health issues. The immunization program was taken up to overcome the threat of polio, measles, tetanus, TB, diphtheria and whooping cough. So you can see every year or every 6 months we find that polio doses are been given to small children. Okay, and so in this way measles, tetanus, even a newborn baby is there, after there is a chart been prepared for say 1 month, 3 months, 10 months, accordingly that immunization is done, so that in future they will not suffer from any kind of health issues. The pulse polio immunization program started in 1995 has controlled polio. So again, this advancement which was done in the medical field has helped to protect from various diseases and also to improve the standard of living of the people. Okay, so the next programs which are undertaken, how it had helped into the changing life of the people, we shall learn in the next part of our lesson. So we shall stop for the day. Thank you, children.